Hi, in this video I'm gonna show you, I would try my hardest to really make this you know, quick video on how to assemble this new lace petal template. So what I wanted to share with you guys, I have some questions before that uh, when they cut the petals, the details aren't really cut very much, or it's not very well cut or as defined as this one. So there are different factors that you have to consider. First off, the quality of paper. So as you can see here, this is a special paper, a shimmery one, like a uh, pearl looking pink paper. I got this one from Joann's when they had a sale for their loose cardstock. And what I'm trying to say is that the quality of paper matter. So the cheaper ones, many times I attempted, like especially the white and the cream paper from Michaels, it doesn't really hold with cutting very sturdily. I believe it's because they are recycled. So opt for nice quality paper. I mean, you're making a nice quality petals. Might as well go with a nicer quality paper. So I would recommend, even if it's not a shimmery one, you'll go for, at least 80 pounds instead of 65 pounds cardstock. So it would hold on the intensive cutting, especially for the details. So another factor, by the way, is your blade. Make sure that when you're cutting this kind of petals, make sure that your blade is new. And another factor is the mat. If your mat is already beaten up so bad, little movement on it would really uh, change the course and the movement of your blade. So make sure that your mat is more sticky also and not so beat up. So I am making here a medium size flower using this new lace petal template, and I want you to know that I only use 6 sheets of paper making this flower. The way how I lay it out on my Cricut is this way. So I provided the sizes, the ideal sizes for you guys. However, it's all up to you to size it your way. And I have a pointers that I want to share with you. When sizing, especially a lace petal, we wanted to showcase the details of the petals. So when you size it, although I'm giving you sizes, the sizes I'm giving you is what I'm using here right now. But here's a pointer in case you are going to work with petals that you don't have the sizing. Make sure that when you drag it down to a smaller size, make it sure that the next petal size would not hinder to this details here. So let's see, for example, I have another petals here, another lace petal that I just made. This one is a different design, but look how I size this. I make it sure that the second layer doesn't hinder to the details here. So we wanted to showcase the details of the petals without killing it, overdoing it. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to share with you. And one of the things that I also wanted to share when creating lace petal, I do not recommend that you would go on a very small size because of the details. The details can only, the Cricut is not, they haven't reached to the point yet that even to the finest detail they would cut it really well. here, if you will go very small, smaller than this one, big tendency that Cricut would just not able to get all the details that I made here. So let's proceed to the assembly of our flower. First off, we have 2 layers here. It's gonna be a medium size. 6 petals of this larger one and 6 petals of the smaller one. And I only use 6 sheets of paper to create the petals. I already pre-made my center. You can check on my channel. You can see how I made this one even without cutting machine, but it would be nicer if you have one. So 6 petal and 6 petal for these 2 layers. The first thing that we're going to do is to create a slit on this petals. And if you are following me long enough, you know that I love to cut my slit 6 sheets at a time, like the entire petals that I'm going to use. So as you can see, the larger one has a deeper cut, not just because it's larger, but also the intention is to really, make this smaller one stood upright compared to the first one. The first one should lay flatter, so you will have a gradual, layer on your flower. So once we make the slit, and by the way, doing the slit all together, all 6 together, would make you have a uniform slit on your paper, on your petals. So one thing I wanted to share with you, to really not make your petals boring, use a dowel rod or anything that you can use and glide it, around your petals. We are not folding anything. We are still gonna be showcasing the petal details. However, we are creating a slight curve on it so that it would really look more, realistic flower rather than just flat one. I think I need to create a deeper slit than this. So as you can see, I put my petals back together so that I'll have uniform depth here. So the same goes with our second part here. We are just gliding our dowel rod in order for us to create this curve. So the same thing with our second layer. So once you do that, we can now then glue the flaps together. In doing so, we are, creating a layer or dimension to our petals. So 1, and by the way, I'm using a medium size base. This is 4 inches in diameter. Two, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. So proceeding to our second layer. So see, it creates like a bowl, like it still showcases the details. At the same time, it creates a dimension on it just by simply gliding your curling materials to your petal. So 2. And also one thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that when you are making this special flower, you know, if you are using lace petal, might as well, what did my grandmother said, when you're already wet, might as well get take a bath or take a shower, right? So you're already doing a special petal, might as well do a special center. So I would recommend to really use a floppy center rather than a flat center when you are making lace petal. So now it's all glued together, I mean the flaps. We can assemble it to our base. So I know you are, if you are following me, you are familiar of the way how I place my petals on my base. One, 2, and then the 3 and 4 should be here. I'm inserting it in between these two, and that's why I keep the side open so I can adjust without, you know, putting the glue yet. So once you are happy, you can then have the glue in here. So we already secured this side here. Now this is still open because we still have 2 remaining petals on this layer. Going to glue it. Same thing in here. So now our first layer is attached into our base. So now it's time for us to work on the second layer. And as you can see, that's the tendency of having a floppy center, because we can cover it, you know. So working onto our second layer, and you see even without finishing it yet, you can see that this layer doesn't hinder showcasing these details of the first layer. So sizing your petals, your lace petal, really has a big impact on how your flower would look like. That's 2. That's 3. And 4. And now, to keep it in place, we have to secure the loose ends here to really keep it upright. So let's leave this side open still, because we still have 2 remaining petals that we haven't have placed yet. So 5 and 6. Now we can secure these 2 sides here to keep the petals upright. So once you finish doing this, we can now place our floppy center, and make it sure that when you are, you know, putting a glue of your floppy center, put a generous amount, because this floppy center has like 4 sheets of paper and it's heavy, also with the glue in it that I used to, you know, put all this together, and give it a good number of minutes. Leave it there, leave it, you know, untouched while it completely dry up, because of its weight and the amount of glue that we put on. There's a tendency that if we will prematurely move it around, the floppy center will come out and then you have to glue it again. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions or comments, put it in the comment section below, or I am more responsive on my Instagram account, so catch me up there. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and until next tutorial. Bye.